So, had a most excellent weekend. Got to work with Rachel, doing some fun stuff. So here it is. I just hit it with some etching primer so the bare metal won't rust when we roll it outside. We've got it put together. She's going to take that home and finish off welding some of the seams. We were a bit pressed for time, of course, but this is a freaking cool, awesome truck now. New floors, good looking panels. Pretty happy with how it came out. So now, I've got to get back to that. So now, I'm going to spend the next bit. I've already got a little bit of it moved, but I got to move all this crap out of the way. Drag that car sideways, the one underneath, the 70 Chevelle, which is coming along pretty nicely. So I can lower this down and reach that inner corridor. I want to get that welded on today. And I've got to take apart the B pillar. That's the pillar at the back edge of the door where it latches. I'm going to take that apart, straighten it out so that I can get a quarter to fit onto the car. And then get to the other side. We have a whole floor pan to put in this, but I'm trying to tie the back end together before I cut out the entire center section of the car. So for now, I'm just trying to find some wiggle room, if you will, and try to get some of this crap out of my way so I can drag the lower Chevelle sideways and lower down the upper Chevelle. Mike may try to sneak away from work today. And if he does, he can run Bobcat and take this beautiful Viking outside and give us some real room. All right. Actually, I've been checking out some comments or some people had some decent advice, interesting questions. Always happy to answer them if I have a chance. This is the side that we have a problem with being 3/4 of an inch shorter. I've dealt with that since and figured it out. This is a replacement door. It's actually incredible. There's no freaking rust underneath it. This is what we call the B pillar. Lock jam, all kinds of names. This was all folded back hard. So I'm actually going to zip cut this off. I'm going to hammer it straight, reinstall it. I wouldn't take it off except in behind here, this is all freaking body mangled. So to do a nice repair, I'm going to cut off the outer where it's damaged, fix the inner, and then either use, this one's kind of close from a 70, fix this or use part of that and repair this lock jam. Before that, I had clamped this inner in place. It's a hard top, not a convertible inner, which meant this didn't fit. So I know that doesn't look pretty, but when I'm done, it'll be freaking cool. So I put the inner on so I could fit the quarter. When the quarter made me happy the way it lined up, then I clamped the inner, knowing that I can take the outer quarter off, and now I can finish fabbing this to become part of the car. And the outer quarter is going to slip right on. So a couple steps forward, step back. You got to think ahead. This will be today, the inner will be on, and I'll fix this lock jam for sure. And if I don't get interrupted too much, Mike's talking about coming back, maybe dropping in. But if not, I should get this quarter clamped in place, maybe a couple tacks. I've already done that inner, repaired that, had to make the inner wheelhouse. And we now have the outer wheelhouse. If I get that done, along with our new floor that's already in, and replace that whole back panel across the back, the lower lip, then I would come to this side. Same thing. Nasty. None of that's a big deal. Cut off the outer, whack a bunch out so I can fix the inner, do another outer wheelhouse, and fit a quarter. I was talking about, instead of measuring the whole car up, I had looked at this side and gone, wow, it's really straight and nice, no damage. So when I measure this side, and it had a totally different length, we know the culprit's got to be on the far side. It was hard to believe that it had been kicked ahead on the one side when I had such nice trunk gaps. Like up and down was good, everywhere was good. But I eventually figured it out. Talked to the focus group. That's anyone who'll listen to me snivel about what the hell am I supposed to do. And had a few more ideas thrown at me, so we got that figured out. So for today, this is going in. This will all be freaking beautiful. That'll be nice. This is going to get repaired, the B-pillar. And I might even try to straighten out this rocker. You can see it's got a good dent there. So that's today's gig. All right. Stuff is moving around. I want to take out the Malibu sign before I break them and lose them. Original parts. Mike will want to reuse these, I'm sure. And I still don't have any place to put stuff. There we go. All right. The window's busted, so I don't have to worry about protecting it. Okay. And where the hell are my quarter panels? They're pretty big. I don't know how he hides them. What I'm up to is I've been gone for a few days and then worked on Rachel's, which was a freaking riot. So I'm presuming that's in the right place, but I'm starting to remember, don't presume. So I'm going to take it off. I got to punch some spot welds up in here and down the front. And then I'm going to refit the inner, put on the outer, make sure it's in the right freaking place. And then I'll do some spot welds, and then I can start trimming across the top edge here. Because this is all going to be butt welded and fit perfectly in a perfect world. So, let me see, yes. Okay. Oh, and I guess I need a metal shear. These flanges are a bit too big to fit in properly. So I'm going to trim them back a little bit. And actually, I think I'm going to trim this off. Whoop. My fearless leader. Yeah, man. What the hell? It's a jackhammer. Mike! I presume. You can hear the freaking jackhammer going. Drill, whatever. Listen to that. Okay, pocket dial. So did you find some quarter skins?
There's big full quarters in one of there, but in the far one, there's a set of just skins.
Yeah.
They're for 68 because they got the round signal light, but that's not a big deal. You just change that.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Because you have the big ones?
Yeah, there's the rectangle. They're 69.
Are they in the same place?
No, the one is up a little higher. That's an easy patch, but I think the little indentations at the front behind the door, I think they're the same, 68, 69 there too, so.
Well, the red one's a 68, right? Hey, where is the red one? The red car is gone? Oh, it's over here. The red one, the convertible's over here.
Yeah, see, that's a 68.
Okay, so...
See how the vents are, those... I don't know.
It doesn't have cutouts, it just has chrome. What is a Cornet? What are you working on?
That's that Super B.
Okay. Do you want, well, we can look in the other containers.
I think these holders.
Does it say on the panel what they're for?
This is the one that's got all the boxes of full quarters.
Okay.
So it was in this one.
And do they have the little tag on it?
Right here.
Oh.
That's Firebird.
And you already yacked it, Mike, or did Dustin?
Well, I guess Dustin's talked to him.
Okay.
But I won't take anything till Mike's here.
Right. So does that have the cutout down there?
Well, yeah, it has
the indentation?
Yeah, the indentations there.
Well, doesn't it have a tag on the back?
Let's see.
Yeah, it does. And what's it say?
Cornet 68, so that, yeah, it's the same one.
Yeah, but the Roadrunner doesn't have those indentations.
No, it's just the Dodge Cornet and everything. Cornet and Super B, same car, different trim package.
Oh, okay, so the sheet metal's the same.
Sheet metal's the same.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's, yeah, these are the same.
Well, that's great.
Mine. And I'm looking at the bottoms, the same too. And see, that wasn't the thing I'm looking at. It was weird on the one that I've got.
Well, you want to take one over and look at it?
Because I'm looking at this body line.
That does look different, doesn't it?
Well, even the ones that's on there, the part that comes up right here.
Yeah.
Part, sorry, up against the door. There's a crease there, and it doesn't. The crease is on the quarter panel, but it does not line up with the little drop part on the bottom of the door.
Gotcha.
It's an inch and a half above it. I'm thinking, makes me question if I've even got the right doors on it. Sure, they fit the opening, but is there a difference in that reveal at the bottom of the door? Is
Holy
it higher
crap.
or lower? Because it just looks odd that that line on the quarter panel doesn't line up with that indentation on the bottom of the door.
Okay then. Well, do you want to carry that over to check it out? Compare it to what you have?
Maybe, yeah. I'm not gonna cut
Well,
these
no, I mean,
ones.
no. Yeah, you see, I thought yeah, I guess that's the same. I don't know, you'd have to ask a car guy. Wait, that's you.
You're more of a car guy too there, buddy.
You want me to grab that from you, or you got it?
How does somebody store and look after like this? Thousands of dollars of equipment, and it just throws everything
Okay, but isn't it a good thing that he does?
Well, it's a good thing that he has it, but he needs to treat stuff a little better. He's got so much money in this stuff.
And the car you're building...
It's this part here
Right.
that doesn't line up with the door. The door reveal things down
So
here.
are your doors for a Road Runner? Is that different than the Super B doors?
I don't know, that's what I'm going to have to figure out, because it just looks odd.
It does.
I'm going to go look at his Coronet out there right now too. That's when it's nice to have some of these original cars around. They're nice encyclopedias, just the way they sit.
Absolutely, man. That's what I missed about the Field of Dreams being gone. It was an incredible reference tool.
Oh, I don't know how many times I looked at cars like that just to go see how things fit.
Okay, so you're gonna have to measure. No, these doors.
See, they're different.
These doors.
See how that lines up?
Yeah.
You need to walk over and see my car and see how much is here. Dustin's got the wrong doors on this.
No. No. Couldn't be.
You can look.
They got to be the same.
Well, something's going on. That's what happens when I get a project half done that, you know, you get dropped on your lap that somebody else was doing too. And
Right. Ooh, nice. Oh, gee, look at that.
the doors aren't on it now.
Right, but I'm guessing that'll be the same.
They're not.
Your doors line up with this, don't they?
Oh, this is the one I'm looking at here too, on his 70. See how much? Is that supposed to be just like that? That's because it doesn't. See, somebody's modified this.
Yes, they have. They made it so much wider.
And I don't know the crown line's going.
I don't know, man. Where's the doors you have for this? They all got to be the same doors. There's no way.
That's the one that's throwing me off.
Yeah.
It's the same on
Yeah.
dropping it, but
Yeah. No,
why
that's
does that
the
look
same.
so bad? That's just.
Well,
it looks
because
like the indentation of that door.
they did a lot of customizing there. They just haven't finished, is all.
So I'm going to have to do something here to make this look like it doesn't end abruptly.
No, that's
car.
weird for sure.
Because I mean, a crown line up this way, sure, it blends to nothing, so that's fine.
Well,
But
you're probably gonna have to cut it here and bring this section out.
Yeah, because there's got to be something. This reveal line's got to blend out into the quarter panel.
Yep. No, it does.
I'll go look at his 70.
Let's see. Just to make. Yeah. Now I got to go look at that other one.
You go look at his 70.
Far out. Ooh. Yeah, I want to look at this red one again to see what they did. That's factory, right?
Yeah, this one's fine. There is something missing. Yeah, see how it
Oh yeah.
tapers down here?
Yeah. Okay.
Whoever's started to do that wide body thing on the other car,
Yep. I forgot about that. Same over here, right?
Yep.
So anyhow, that is the right quarter
And
then.
then it's the right door. Then yeah, okay. So it's on the one car. I'm missing this now. They've hammered it out so much that that's
right.
gone.
All right.
Because that's why I was looking. It just didn't make sense. This blends out to nothing. That's fine, but this has got to continue through somewhere.
Okay. Well,
I hate getting projects halfway through something somebody else has
that
done.
makes it tough.
Not saying they've done a bad job, but
No, of course not.
you still got to stop and figure out what did they do, and now you got to pick it up from there.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, the quarter panel, are you gonna take it with you, or are you gonna stack it in the shed? Just
I'll
so-
take it over there. I'm not going to cut anything until I talk to Mike tonight.
Yeah.
I'll grab the other one, but
Yeah, you bet.
make sure that him and Dustin have talked. But it is the right one because they have the little, you know, the kick up.
Yep.
It's just a matter of I'll fill that in and I'll put a 69 one in it.
Yep. Right on, man. Geez, we have more room. Have a good day.
If Mike only had some organizational skills. He got lots of skills except for that one.
is everything. A little extra time here. It's well worth it. Yeah, I gotta clean up a little bit in here. This may be the final time it goes on. So, clean that up. Safety goggles, yes. Okay. One thing about working with a tradesperson, they understand. At the end of the day, Rachel just put everything in my toolbox. Let me put it away, because when you work with someone, a lot of times they try to be quite helpful, put everything away for you, and then you spend a week trying to figure out what the hell it all is. So the only problem I'm having right now is my little cutoff wheel, and that's on me, because I put it in a special place yesterday. And I don't remember what that is. Probably still hooked up to an airline, actually. We do get a lot of suggestions, offers from people from the focus group, the comment section, suggesting that they would be more than willing. In fact, they'd be very happy to help Mike organize the yard, the shop, his tools. The problem with that is just what I was talking about. If someone else puts away all my tools at the end of the day, I'll never freaking find them. So if someone came in and gave us a hand and organized everything, we would be lost looking for fenders, wrenches, whatever. Anytime you go to a new shop to start work, it takes a while to learn where they put their stuff. I mean, I got my toolbox at home, and I got one here. And when I get back home, I still walk and open the wrong drawer for like a month, because I'm used to where I always put them, down here. But up there, I keep them in a different place. So if someone were to come in and help us out, we would be freaking lost. As much as this is a freaking gong show, amazingly, Mike has his own mental filing cabinet that seems to work reasonably well. So I can't, of my own volition, go ahead and start putting stuff away, because it would ruin his filing cabinet. And I would hear about that for many, many days. All right, where the heck am I? Oh, right, I'm trying to finish cleaning this up so I can make some freaking progress, and now I can't find them. Yeah, there we go. All right. Cleaning up all these spot welds right now. The new panel actually goes all the way down. I don't want that. I'm going to cut it off and break it so it sits where the factory wants it. Okay, the rocker is punched in here. Not too bad. You can do a pull, pinch weld, slide hammer, whatever. I'm going to zip it across here, get my spoon in there, pull it back out, and then I can weld this back together. That's the quickest, easiest way for me right now. But I will still, well, actually, I can get down in here. I wonder. Let me see if I can find Mike's scaling bar. And if I can push, get down in here behind it and push, then I might be able to dolly it out, which would be way cool. Working with Mike, there is no shortage of pry bars. You can hear when you're hitting on the dolly or the pry bar. So I listen for that when I'm pushing stuff out in case I can't quite see. Normally you set up a light or use sunlight, you can see exactly where you're pushing. And I'm right on it there, you can tell by the sound. And I was too far ahead. Just so you can see what I'm talking about. You see that line? It's in a good ½ an inch, right? It should be out here. So I'm gonna try to pry that work out. Might work, if not, zip cut it, move it. Zip cut it is never first choice. Sometimes very fast. To spread out the weight. I don't know if it's worthy of that much time at this particular moment. I wouldn't put a pipe wrench on a finished surface. And I hammer it against. But this might work. Tried. Slight improvement. I'll fix that after I get the inner on. No, I'm gonna fix it right now. It's pissing me off. Saw a couple comments. Guy in the focus group there said, you know, welding something on and pulling out the quarter panel. He's not wrong. We'd have to anchor the car to the frame and anchor the frame to the hoist. And then if we pulled on it, we'd still worry about breaking the bolts out of the concrete or bending our hoist. What I'm trying to do here is the quickest way to do a good repair. So instead of pulling this and having a power pull and a hand come along or something cool like that, I'm gonna zip cut it, spoon it out, and weld it back together. There is some galvanized in this panel. You have to be extremely careful when you're welding that. You have good ventilation and of course the proper mask and safety equipment that we always use. Quick gander. You can see how much that opened up. That was way the hell in there. And it could be that you don't freaking care, but I love it. Okay, now we'll see if I can get any movement. Yeah, it moves easier. I'm not out of the woods yet. There's always something in my way. Pretty sure this is what Chip does. Actually, no, but that's what I say when I'm grasping the straws. I am actually starting to win. I need smaller. Okay, need this. Okay. I'm gonna weld something on there. So there. Pull this up, dolly her down. I need a straight edge now to just make sure I'm in the right place. So I'll go find that. Yep, I'm freaking digging it. I'll come a little more. But that's pretty good. Sometimes you get lucky. I'm sure there's an easier way. Actually, I hope someone tells me what it is. But this works and it's quick. Now, Mike has a really nice flat spoon. I'm gonna go borrow that right now so I can slip it in, do my final tapping on this. I'm gonna grind the paint off. I'll buck this off, and then I can weld it back together. This is a really nice freaking spoon he has. I've got a collection of my stuff. Most body men, if you go to a mechanic's toolbox, you open it up, they're usually highly organized. It's freaking brutally nice, shiny stuff. Body man, you have the drawer sockets, open end wrenches, hopefully some screwdrivers and a bunch of vice grips. And then the rest of the drawers are full of weird pieces of metal in different shapes and pry bars and different hammers. Now, every time I come down here, I figure, it's just for a couple of weeks, so I don't bring much of my stuff. But right now is when I miss my own spoons and pry bars and all these other things that we use, design, and build over the years. I get in there with? Oh, that might work. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's just a little dent I'm working on right at the bottom. And I could put a pin weld on it later and get it out, but this might be more fun. A little low. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, I like that. And now I gotta re-manipulate up here. That'll be good. Straight edge. See what the heck's going on. Metal's looking pretty freaking good out here. Actually, it's just not quite there. Almost. In fact, this is what I am going to throw a couple welds on here just to stabilize where everything's good, and then I'm going to pry this out some more. No, I won't. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty much there, but just a little bit, and it'll be that much better through here. Yeah, happy. Yes. And I'm actually a little proud here. Yes. So I'm just going to tack a few spots there, but there's some galvanized coating on it, which I want to take off first. Basically, I have the width of my cut here to fill up. Here's an old shoe repair hammer that came out of an old cabin up in the mountains. It was, as I understand, one of the Chinese gold mines up in the Caribou. 100 years ago, a fellow was repairing shoes, I'm guessing. I welded it to a chunk of ready rod. It worked pretty good. This is just this little bit. There's a bit too much of a gap. You can see it sunk in just a bit. So I'm going to weld this washer on, stick a pry bar in, and pry it up. Hey, Preston, how you doing?
How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
Good.
Mr. Preston.
Good.
How's it going down at Lakeview?
Oh, fuck, we're having a good time. Yeah, lots of fun.
Right on.
Looks like an entertaining project.
It is.
Just a little bit, eh?
Well, we couldn't get the inner houses in time.
No.
We can't get the outer houses, so I'm going to make them work.
Cool.
And the trunk floor's in and the rocker was caved in, so I've almost got it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm welding the washer to pry.
Give her the old pry and pull, yeah.
Well, we don't have a way to anchor the car, and
Yeah.
so anyhow, it's going to work. What are you up to?
I was just talking to Mike. I had to come down and we're doing a power steering swap on a 71 C10 this morning. And of course, you buy the kit, and the kit doesn't come with any pulleys.
Oh.
Yeah, just no pulleys at all.
Oh.
Yeah, so I just sourced the dual crank pulley, so I got that one, but I can't find the freaking power steering pump pulley. So Mike told me to come take a look at some of the blocks you guys have kicking around the yard, so I thought I'd take a look and see what I could spot.
Okay, you know where to look?
Sorta. Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah, somewhere out there. He said there's one by his bus and one outside the door. And
yeah, there's a bunch of motors in that last container area.
Cool.
And there's a bunch everywhere else.
Everywhere else, yeah.
If you don't find what you need, let me know. There was a stash of just pulleys.
Yep.
In the first container area. If you don't find what you need on the vehicle,
Beauty.
I can show you where those are.
Yeah, I'll go poke my head out there and see what I see. And
okay, man.
It's just a standard single groove V-belt power steering pulley.
Well, that should be easy to find.
I would hope.
Okay, man.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, man.
I'm thinking we might just put a gate where we took the fence down. What do you think?
Why don't you put a container there?
I was thinking of putting a gate
Where are you gonna put the container?
from there to the front.
Oh, okay.
Then we'd have two ways into the yard.
I'd have to confess that's probably a good idea.
Okay, I was just thinking about it.
It's just, if you have a gate, you can't park stuff in front of it, which means you lose a spot.
Yes, but if I fucking have a gate, it means we can get shit out easier.
Well then,
Coming around the corner. Boom,
Well-
straight shot.
that's an excellent idea.
Okay, anyway.
Okay, Preston just showed up. He's out back looking for pulleys.
Okay.
And yes, the fella showed up to look at the cars. He took a whack of pictures. He's very interested. They're on the way to Comox to visit family. And he's talking to his son. And on the way back through, he will stop. I took his number. He said, give Mike my number and then he can call me when he has a chance.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So you think it was all junk like most of the
No. This guy is highly experienced. So
Yeah.
it's all good.
We know that anybody that knows cars knows there's a lot of rare pieces out there, Blair.
Exactly what he said. Yeah.
Yes.
So-
It's not, and all the rest of those guys don't know.
They may be misinformed. How's that?
Yes, that's right.
It sounds so much nicer.
Okay, ciao.
Ciao. pulled that out, ground it. Guess I should hit it with some copper tape. So this should be ready. Persuasion necessary. Okay. Clamp this on. And pick the quarter one last time. If I'm really freaking happy. Then I tack this outer wheelhouse. Take the quarter off and weld this on for good. Which means a little more trimming, hammering, dollying. When I'm done, it'll look freaking nice. So, much fun. That ain't great. Little tap in. Okay. So, very roughly, we have a gap that I like. I'm going to clamp the back a little bit. Set up my vice grip a little bit. Trying to line up with what's left of the inner hanging up here. Now we had our measurement that we were going 79 inches from the back edge of the door to this body line right here. And you can see I'm within a 16th. But yeah, because I still have to move this back a hair. So this means this inner, yeah, it might need a little persuasion right here. Put a vice grip on that. See, one of the differences that we weren't aware of, the original quarter panel only goes down to this lip here. This replacement quarter panel comes all the way down to the bottom of the rocker. I don't want to do that. I don't want to put 2 layers of metal over a huge area. It's unnecessary, it doesn't look right. So I'm going to trim this quarter panel off, and I'm going to dolly that lip over so we have a factory gap here. But for now, it'll help me. Like right now, I would say my inner, we're going to line up with the door. And the door has a decent gap underneath. It looks like this needs to come down a hair. So, and that's why I'm doing this. I'm not real happy with my inner. I want my inner to come down farther. So the inner's in the right place back here. In fact, I can do a tack back there. I'll pull it off, do a tack. Just one, so I can pivot it. And then I'm going to bring this down at the front. I think I just had some bent sheet metal in my way. So I shall do that. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see. All kinds of stuff in the way. So I'm going to do a weld back here, just to hold things steady. I'm liking that. Clamp that. Okay, so now if I put the quarter panel on and it fits here and lines up with my body line, I'll reach up, do a couple of tacks, put that off, and then I can start hammering this back up where it belongs and making this all nice butt weld. That'll go in a little farther. Okay, and I got it back farther this time. I'm hoping I'm sitting at 79. No, I'm not. Okay, this is a good fit. And yes, my lineup is good here now and here. So I just want to take my measurement again. Yeah, well, I'm going to move that back an eighth. So I'm going to weld this inner on. And I'm going to tack it on in place, and then I'll refit the quarter, but I have to tap my lip here. Yes, this will all make sense. There's lots of little distance in here. I think I'm going to run this through the wheel. Weld it on. Yeah, that hooked up pretty good. Welder. Doing plug welds, so I crank up the welder a bit higher. Yeah. But I'd be happier knowing it's getting back on it. Oh, nice fit. Fit. That'll be good. Let's see if I can get that right now. Clamp the hell out of it here because I'm cutting this bottom part off. Okay. I'm still not quite there. And it's been sitting for 3 weeks with virtually no structure inside it. So I'm going to push the car back. I had 3/4 of an inch discrepancy. I'm down to like 3/16. You know, when I fix this inner pillar, yeah, right now we're touching. Now that inside pillar is stopping it from moving it back. This is fitting loose. I could still move this back a hair on the inner wheelhouse. This would like to come back to fit the wheelhouse there. So if I fix this A-pillar, then I should be able to move back. And I am going to check some tub measurements, cowl to back, just to make sure it hasn't relaxed after the pushing I did on it. And I mean, I pushed on it and never added any reinforcement. So it may have slowly relaxed, or somebody might have been walking around inside admiring the floor I'm gonna cut out. Not sure. It's all easily looked after, but I just have to be much more careful than I was when I first started this project. Now I'm going to finish that wheelhouse. Should be pretty straight ahead. I'll finish off the inner lip later. So now we're going to go up to a good car, measure this distance from the mounts, frame, inner body, because I could move this all over the place. And that wouldn't be cool. This one doesn't move. So I'm going to do a little bit of welding up here right now. Not too exciting, but I'll get that done first. cutting this bit. Okay, this piece doesn't fit the inner piece. Different crowns, not unusual. It's aftermarket. I'm going to weld what does fit, and then I'll do shrinks around the corner and make it tight. But right now I'm just trying to get everything solid because I have some serious cutting and pushing and pulling to do. So after lunch I'll go out and get my measurements for this part so it goes in and out a bit. And find out where it's supposed to be, and then I'll carry on. Hopefully in another freaking hour, hour and a half, this inner will be on, and then I'll cut apart this. I've had a few interruptions today, which kind of slows you down, but it's part of the job. And I don't mind, but I do want to get this done. It's like, time is very important. So I'm going to start clamping and spin my way along. And this is the difference between the hard top and the convertible. The shape of this inner. Convertible's flat for the frame to fold down on the inside of the body. Okay, just a little cut here and there. Tack my way along. Not too much solid welding. Cut at quite an angle. Make for a tighter gap. Okay, get rid of the excess so you don't accidentally weld it back on. Push it out of the way. I'm getting a beveled cut on both sides so that when I line them up, it's even tighter than holding this at 90 degrees. Right now I'm just going to zip off the outer. Your discs last way longer if you only put them slightly through the metal. If you bury it, these discs wear out way quicker. Get rid of more of the inner. This is what I'm fighting with right now, because there is quite a bit of an inner there. And it's being a pain in the patooski. I'm trying to get enough cut away that it's easy to fold. It doesn't like to fold if you cut it in the middle of a curve. Damn, that's tough. I'm knocking the inner away in case it was tacked. As part of that weld. This is just a huge piece. I suppose I could have trimmed it a little bit shorter so I didn't have as much overlap. But that's 20/20 hindsight. At least I can get in here and clamp this. Oh. No. Inner piece is screwing me up. Cut off. Okay, there we go. Now I can actually get a vice grip in there. Clamp that. That's not the one I want. Buckle right here because the convertible is different than the hard top. So I'm going to put a V in the center, just the last inch or so. So I have room to finesse it back in. And I'll get rid of the excess now. You don't want people looking under the car later and going, who the hell was here? You want it to be unnoticeable. I'm sure I've harped on this before. But that's about not giving estimates. I mean, the amount of time you spend on the inners. You look at a car, it needs an outer, you know, quarter panel. That's no big deal. Do it in a day. The inners can take you 3 days. And even if you get the parts, instead of having to adapt them. So it just, you look at a car, it's easy to be optimistic. Be freaking careful. It's the small stuff that'll get you. Okay. That's my leftover inner. We won't be needing that anymore. So we dolly this, weld her up. I gotta clean up some of this rust just to make it weld better. Again, it's bouncing around too much, so I'm gonna do a couple of tacks and then dolly it. Force powders tend to back off after a while, so I keep checking to make sure it's maintaining this position. Alright, I'm going to cut a whack of this freaking quarter panel out now. definitely don't want that. Now, I left quite a lip on here. That's because if you cut it off flat, this is gonna sag. And this is just another return, a break if you will. It's gonna help maintain the body line that I need. It's not that critical, but anything helps, right? So I'll be able to dolly this out better now. But now I've got to get up in here and I want to fix this lock down. And it's 2 layers of metal. It's a serious pain. I'm not even sure how this is going to go. So I'm going to cut it right on this freaking edge. No, I won't. I'm going to cut through the back vertically in the jam so I can take it off. And then I'm going to have to air chisel the inner off because this is the support. A lot of strength in here. When you slam the door, the whole quarter goes in and out, especially on a convertible. So I want to make sure I get this straight. I'll measure the other door, make sure I'm happy with where it's sitting and in and out as well. So this is a little bit of a job. But that's my next thing. Once I get that done, boom, I drop on a quarter. It's easy. I'm gonna paint all this. I'll clean it up first and paint it with maybe Rust-Oleum, maybe Tremclad. I could sandblast it and epoxy and urethane it, but we'll see. We're gonna do what's available in the shop. So I shall cut some more. Pretty, it's coming off. And yes, I could drill it off, but it's already body mangled. So I think I'll do it with the air chisel if it works. And at least it'll be quick. And it's already body mangled, so I don't think I can do much more damage. Yes, and most of that damage was previous. I can take this to the anvil now and get that 100% straight. So now I can see what I'm dealing with here. It's back here, it's bulged out there. It's kicked in here. Some of it's all right. So I've got a lot of hammering to do right here. You can see the galvanized coating. This is all not bad. I can do a little bit of repair in here. But I think this is the quickest, best way, so I'm going to carry on with this. Wander over and work on this on the anvil. Well, that's a little better. Far from done, but it's a good start. So I'm going to trim it, get rid of the junk. Okay, where did the chain go? We're close. I'm going to trim off some more here. I'm gonna do some measurements from the bottom and up to here. Sorry, from the front A-pillar, just to see how close I am to where I want to be. So, center of top hinge, 47.7/16. Center of bottom hinge is 48. 47.3/16. Oh, okay. That one is about a 16th small. But up here, I'm 4/16, quarter inch. Quarter inch. So I'm going to bump that back. And then I'm going to have a look at the door. And I want to be gentle and finesse it. I don't want to, screw up all the repairs I've done, right? Luckily, it's a pretty tough piece of metal. Okay, where are my two? Where are my two? 47 and, okay, you can see that. 47.5/16. So I'm within 1/8, which is pretty freaking cool. Down here, I'm bang on now. So this is just right here. And I can, oh, okay, yeah, I can see some damage on the inside, so I've got to get here. You can see that wrinkle. So I'll use the big spoon, and I'll convince it. I'm going to try to measure from a different point in the door jamb, just because the more reference points you use, the safer. So now, this is 46.3/16. I'm still off by 1/8. I'll go back to the initial area, middle of the hinge. Oh, okay, 47.3/8. Yeah, okay, I'm within a 16th. Within a 16th. So, that's good enough. You can see how that moves, right? So I'm going to weld in a piece here to help stabilize it, and then I'm going to weld it back. Use my handy dandy metal gauge. Pretty sure this is 16. Whoops, nope, that's 18. Grind a little, get rid of the galvanized stuff and it's poison. We're going to straighten it a bit more right at the edges. The thought just occurred to me. I can put on my outer quarter and use it for a guide before I weld this on. Never done that before. That's pretty good. you know, a little bit of tapping. That's actually not bad. I might just go glass bead that quick, just because it looks so much better when you do. And that's what it's all about. When the fearless leader shows up, you'll go, yeah, that looks freaking cool. It just seems, gotta measure a bit more. Okay, that's now bang on. Yeah. Yep. I guess I could leave it and see what the door does. Meanwhile, back here, so I'm good here. It would appear that now I can tip this back out. This whole edge is angled this way. I didn't see that, and I've been measuring to this point, so that's all right. So it's just from this point here out that it's backwards, which means I over pushed it. So now I just got to put a dolly here, a spoon to hold it, and I bump this. And if I do that right, shouldn't be that tough. Woohoo! Yeah, a little too much up there. Here I'm very close. Like, you know, there's the door gap I want, and I got a layer of sheet metal to put on top of this. So we're really close. And I wonder if I can just fake it with some freaking channel locks. We'll try that as long as there's no witnesses. Oh, a little tighter. Okay, that's easy. That is being annoying. I mean, all this is bang on. This, I mean, that I can move. This part here, we're not talking much, but it's enough. Hey, we're getting closer. Just right here. And this again will come back when I pull this. That moves easy. It's right here. Plug your ears. Just say, put in that in. Man, that's close. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm going to spray some weld through. Then I gotta make this fit. Oh, I'm gonna go glass bead it. All right. Of course, I would go hole punch it. I was going to use this. This doesn't have the bump out. It's got an extra thing here. I mean, it's close. Yeah, it's got a different outside. All right, so I've replaced my inner mostly. I'm saving finishing that part in the B pillar till the quarter is on. We, of course, as always, cleaned up the inner panels and covered them with a unnamed black material that I think is freaking awesome. And then we also did the inner quarter, areas we can never get to. This part will be sanded and painted, body color. The other parts up front and in here we'll never see again. So I've fixed up a lip here. I mean, I'm ready to fit this quarter. The only problem I have, this quarter that we have comes all the way down. It's only supposed to come to here. So I got to cut it off and hammer my own shape there, and then I can weld this on. So that may happen almost immediately. We shall see. It remains to be seen.